Hey true believers, Englentine here with another top 10 comic books sold to readers. That's right, this is the list of what people are buying. While Comic-Con is a great list, that tells you what shops are ordering. This is what people are saying, you know what, I want that, and they're carrying out of the store with them. We also go on over to Comixology, the world's largest digital comic book shop, and check out who wins the week. Is it Marvel? Is it DC? Guys, Marvel released more comic books, almost 3-1 to DC. This isn't going to be DC's week, but I'm very interested in finding out how much of DC's releases ended up in the top 10 and the top 20 when we go to digital. These are the comic book shops that took part in this week's countdown, so by all means, when you're in their area, stop by, buy something, say hello, and don't forget to support your local comic book shop. Now, with all that aside, let's get this party started. At number 10, we have Die, number 5. Coming in at number 9 is Major X, number 1. Young Justice, number 4, makes it to number 8. At number 7 is Avengers, No Road Home, number 8. At number 6, we have The Uncanny X-Men, number 15. At number 5, we have The Immortal Hulk, number 16. In the number 4 spot is The Green Lantern, number 6. At number 3, we have The Amazing Spider-Man, number 18. In the runner-up spot at number 2 is Justice League, number 21. And in the number 1 spot is The War of Realms, number 1. Well, I knew it was going to be a slaughter this week. I did. It's 3 DC, 6 Marvel, and also we had an Image. We had Die, which is an excellent series, and I highly recommend it. Man, I don't know. But at least DC put in a show. At number 2, you have Justice League, but I'm surprised to see War of Realms at number 1. In all honesty, I have had no one talk about this. Nobody seemed excited about that. So for it to make the number 1 spot, yeah, that does kind of surprise me. Anyway, that's what I've got to say about the hard copy countdown. Let's find out what the comic shops have to say. Oh my goodness, it's FFF with another freaking novel here. Okay, so it says, Marvel is king of the comic realm this week at FFF with War of the Realms, outselling every other book. That's pretty surprising considering the lack of buzz around this event. That's what I was saying. Our midnight release was considerably slower than our Detective 1000 release, with one person showing up just to take advantage of us being open late and not even buying War of the Realms. I truly think Realms being on top has to do with all the covers Marvel pumped out for the premiere issue, and people either scooping up multiples out of speculation or out of collectability or both. To be fair, Marvel did retailers a nicety by having popular artists like Campbell open order. Our customers left happy, and we sold through most of what we ordered with just a few of each left for those late to the party. That said, only time will tell if we'll see a return on number 2 or if it'll dwindle down like most Marvel events books do. Cosmic Ghost Rider continues to impress his audience, but we'll see if he has staying power of, say, Deadpool, Immortal Hulk, continues to heat up with each issue, it seems. Like Venom, its hot reception is well-deserved, providing that Marvel can have a hit without totally relying all on the variant ratios and the hot issue hype. Seriously, there you go. It's just backup. Marvel War of Realms, is it like, is it Pavlovian? Marvel releases a big event comic and people just have to buy it? You put out variant covers and collectors have to buy each one? I am so glad I've got out of that mindset. And I am sick and tired of Marvel events. Anyway, FFF continues. Moving away from Marvel, Die comes up right behind Realms. It took a while for Die to catch on, but now we're seeing several sales of prior issues throughout the week, as well as huge demand for the newest issue. Walking Dead joins Die as the only other non-Big 2 book out this week, and despite a dip in sales, still has a strong following. We've cut our The Walking Dead numbers down slightly, but sub-services and customers who shop the newest issues off the shelf keep Rick and his gang selling steady. Overall, an average week at FFF with a few surprises. We'll see how the next few issues of comic-based movies increase foot traffic and sales on back issues. We've definitely seen an increase in people coming in excited about Captain Marvel, Shazam, and of course, Endgame. looking to be an exciting month, that's for sure. Almost any recommendation of Die is going to be understated. It's an amazing book, which means anytime now they're going to get a really bad writer to write it. That just happens when I recommend a book. Sorry, guys. But I really do. Also, The Walking Dead is picking up. I can speak to that. That is one I've actually kept up over the last few months. So that is something I could say. I'm enjoying this new town that they found and everything. So yeah, both books, really good. When Thor has art that people actually like, people buy it. Russell Dauterman returned to Thor with War of Realms has to be the main driving force behind sales, because leading up to the Vince launch, there were very few people that knew anything about it, and less still this seemed to actually care. If not for the art, though, I have to assume that the book's popularity at our shop was because very little actually came out otherwise, which feels weird to say because this was a Walking Dead week. Uncanny did well, as did Justice League and Spider-Man, but as far as The Walking Dead is concerned, it might as well be dead in the dirt given how poorly it's selling compared to how it used to around here. It's been tapering off gradually, and though no one seems to be rushing to take it off their lists, they aren't really enthusiastic about coming in to pick it up when it comes out, which is telling. For as well as I think The Walking Dead is doing creatively, and the story is strong, the art is still good, everything about it is still where it needs to be as far as, like I said, creatively, I can understand people not being as excited because they get 2 shows on television now, not to mention there's talk of a third. The book is not unique. Our other half of Wonder Woman number 67 arrived this week with only half an order for the week that should have made it last week with the other cover that blocked her from making our top 10. Each copy of Immortal Hulk number 16 arrived damaged, taking the title out of the top 10. War of the Realms placed 3rd for us, not a great start for Marvel's latest event. Justice League and Amazing were the 1st and 2nd. Marvel, though, needs to drop the weird HU, though. Multiple people I had to explain that it was part of this story of Hunted by the same writer and not a fill-in as I had to do with the previous HU issues. Just have it be numbered normally as part of Amazing. It's kind of amazing. It's a skill, in fact, I think, to piss off readers and comic store owners while selling a comic book. To say, oh, wow, we're buying Amazing Spider-Man, but still, Marvel, you're fucking up. That is really seriously something. Immortal Hulk smashes its way to the top of our list this week, followed very closely by Justice League and last week's Detective Comics 1000. It's not often we have something on the list 2 weeks in a row, even less to chart so high on the 2nd week. But if anything could do it, it would be a landmark book like that. Also doing well is Marvel's big event book, War of the Realms, as well as their Spidey event story with Amazing Spider-Man 18.HU. Towards the end of the list, we've got Conan and Young Justice continuing to do well. It's a good bet we would have had the most recent issue of Die somewhere in our top 10, but that book showed up late for us this week. Womp womp, whatever that means. Don't get me started on the BS False Action number 1000, Detective 1000. I've already ranted on that. Glad to hear War of Realms is doing well for you and Detective Comics 1000 sold up high, but yeah, let's not get started on that. A dramatic turn of fortune as Marvel takes 7 of our store's top 10 this week, including the top 4 slots, while DC takes only 3 places. War of the Realms performed much better than we had anticipated based on pre-order activity, and a lot of customers who didn't order it in advance wanted to give the first issue a try. Major X number 1 was Marvel's 2nd premiere issue to crack our top 10 this week, proving that Rob Liefeld has not lost his appeal with today's readers. Why? Dear Lord, why? I don't know. Don't answer that. You know what? Instead, let's just go, okay, that's what they have to say about that. It's time to go on over to Comixology, the world's largest digital comic book shop, and check out who wins the week. Is it Marvel? Is it DC? It's going to be Marvel because DC, like I said, had a third of the books Marvel had out this week. But we're going to see how well and how many of DC's books charted in that top 10. And you know I always go to the top 20, so we'll just say top 20. Beginning the countdown at number 10 is Star Wars, number 64. At number 9, we have Die, number 5. At number 8 is The Amazing Spider-Man, number 18. .hu. Coming in at number 7 is The Immortal Hulk, number 16. At number 6 is Young Justice, number 4. At number 5, we have The Green Lantern, number 6. At number 4 is The Uncanny X-Men, number 15. Coming in at number 3 is War of the Realms, number 1. At number 2 is Justice League, number 21. And The Walking Dead, number 190, takes the top spot. It is number 1 for the week. Okay, so digitally we have 2 Image comics in the countdown. Walking Dead and Die, both decent series. Justice League came in at number 2. That's DC's highest ranking, but they could still only get 3 into the top 10. They had 9 comic books out this week. Marvel had 5 in the top 10. War of the Realms came in at number 3. I am interested in finding out how much of the 9 comics DC released ended up in the top 20, so let's keep going. At number 11, we have Paper Girls, number 27, giving 1 more to Image, 3 to Image this time. At number 12 is Captain America number 9. It is now 6-3 in Marvel's favor. Number 13 brings us Avengers No Road Home, number 8. It is now 7-3 in Marvel's favor. At number 14 is Major X, number 1. It is now 8-3 in Marvel's favor. Number 15 brings us Conan the Barbarian, number 5. It is now 9-3 in Marvel's favor. At number 16, we have Age of X-Men Prisoner X, number 2. It is now 10-3 in Marvel's favor. At number 17 is Champions. It is now 11-3 in Marvel's favor. In the 18 slot, we have Adventures of Super Sons. Finally, DC shows back up. It is now, 11-4 in Marvel's favor. At number 19 is Deathstroke, number 42. It's now 11-5, still Marvel's favor. And at number 20 is Sandman the Dreaming, number 8. So the end tally is 11-6. Marvel wins. Like I said, I knew it. I knew it could happen that way. I knew it was going to happen that way. Marvel put out actually 21 books if you count the 2 different versions of War of the Realms, Director's Cut and regular. So really it was only half. I know I said a third, but it was really about a half of Marvel's take is what DC did. But still, they could have done well, no, they couldn't, because one of those books was Female Furies. That doesn't deserve to be in any top 10 or 20. But they could have at least done 8. Wait, nope, because Harley Quinn, that book has sucked for a long time now. But Suicide Squad Black Files has been good. So, yeah, they could have been 11-7, dudes. Seriously. But then again, I'm a little butthurt because I'm a DC fan. What you gonna do? All right, so first of all, thank you very, very much to everybody who supports the channel through Patreon or through Ko-Fi. That's the names passing by right here. We certainly appreciate you helping us keep the lights on and helping us keep making videos for you. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And what did you think about the countdown this week? What was there that shouldn't have been? What should have been there? I think if DC is going to cut back on their titles, more independents can make a showing. That's what I feel anyway. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget, if you like the video, click on one of the boxes that are popping up around here because cool things happen. Good videos. You might like those as well. I'd like to thank everybody, as I said, for helping out the channel. And to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.